I'm armed with a bunch of data that I can take back to my team and say, hey, a bunch of high schoolers beat us to this idea. Why weren't we thinking about this? Who didn't come up with this idea? Because I just met a bunch of people that did come up with this idea, right?
Having seen the presentation today, completely blown away. I think that, they were able to not only grasp a really complex concept, but run with the data that I gave them and dive even deeper and ask even more complex questions and present even more well thought out responses and solutions than some of the stuff that we've seen internally. So super impressed.
As I kind of mentioned, one of my big passion points is education, and seeing a program this mature for students this age is exposure that I never had and wished I had.
Is it's giving the kids the confidence to do this in the rest of their lives, right? So I think we're quickly moving into a world where the only thing constant is change. And I think, the age-old idea of let's spend, 10, 15 years just so I can get into this one job, 10, 15 years, that one job may not be there anymore. So teaching these kids like the mental agility to ask questions, do the research, and then just have the confidence that they can make a difference, I really feel like is the future of where we're going.
It takes a lot of work because they've amassed all this research and could ramble on for hours if given the opportunity. But to distill it down into simple slides, simple sentences, and approachable information is a difficult skill that there is ad nauseum efforts in the technology world to help teach entrepreneurs how to do. Because every entrepreneur is really deep on whatever their passion is, but how do you translate that into something your next investor can understand, or your next employee can understand, or the grander public can understand? And the students are getting practice at that, and already I think are doing a great job of teasing out or sussing out those details.
I mean, I personally believe that this is the future of education.
When I saw even just the opening slides of all 4 presentations I saw today, which were just problem solution sets, the maturity of those is on par with what you see out of startups when they're pitching their actual businesses to investors. And that's a really good sign for their ability to get in and get deep really quickly.
I think that this is what it means to have a 21st century learning model.
It's a 3-week deep dive company A, a 3-week deep dive company B, a 3-week deep dive, and all you're doing is taking information that's available, supplementing it, and then understanding what to do with it. And that will translate into every industry and virtually every job by the time they're actually getting them.